Hello everybody, welcome to A Crafter's Story. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoy videos about crafting and experimenting and a fair amount of collage work, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And then the like button if you really like what I do on my videos. I mentioned collage because that's going to be today's focus. I was at the dollar store and I found these yoga cards and they're just super cute, and while I love the little images on them, I really bought it because I like the size of the card, and all these little yoga poses are guilt tripping me because I can't. I mean, I can stand like a palm tree. I probably couldn't do Roadrunner. What? No way I can put my head to my knee. So, at least not anymore. So these were just really cute, really funny, but like I say, it was because of the size that I bought them. I think they're going to make cute little journaling cards, but I'd like to cover the front with some collage work, and it gives me an opportunity to use up some of my little scraps. So I think probably pulled out way too much. Again, I've got all these papers that I thought maybe I could use in some way, and I won't be able to use all of it. It's just not gonna happen, right? But I can use some of it, and so I'm gonna get started by putting down a protective mat on my mat, and once I have collaged each of these little cards, I'm going to take some of my coffee stain paper and then I'm going to cover the back, because that's going to be the journaling part, and I'll draw some lines on there just to make it easier when I come to journal on them, or if it goes into one of my junk journals, for somebody else to journal on them. An alternative could always be some of these index cards. You could always put maybe some of them, the bigger ones, would probably fit better on there if you wanted some writing space that way. But I think let's get started. I'm going to get out some of my matte gel. Any white glue would work. Any of your glue sticks would work. But I'm today just going to use my matte gel and liquid white glue. Did I mention that? I probably did. Let's see, maybe I can put down this. You know, maybe I should not talk and just get this down, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the process with me and find some inspiration in this collage work, and perhaps find that some cards, some playing cards would work well too. I almost decided to do this collage video with playing cards, but they're a bit small, and I really wanted something with a bit more, I was looking for something a bit bigger, and that is how I remembered that I had these yoga cards in my stash, because oftentimes when I'm in the store, I'll find something, I'll see something, and I'll go, oh, that's nice. I don't know what to do with it, but it's nice. I'm getting that. And then I sit with it forever. I might have had these little cards now for 6 months at least, and finally I am going to use them. There we go. I'm hoping that'll stay down. I think so. I think I put down enough of the gel. Okay, so what else can I put down? That looks interesting. I think I'm just wondering if some of these heavier pieces that I'm using, like this cardstock. I will obviously find out at some point if it will stay down, or if I should have used maybe a little, no, I don't want more of that. Should have used something like a thicker glue, you know, like a Aleene's glue. Something like that would look nice. And then of course, you know, you can always come and stencil over your design later on, and I can come and cut off the excess on the other side later on as well. There we go. We are under a winter storm warning right now, so it is gusting out there, guys. It is so windy. Okay, let me move this one along. I'm just gonna have to put them on the floor, I think. Let's bring out, I've got 16 of these cards, and I don't know if well, actually, I take that back. I have way too many things pulled out, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have more than enough collage fodder pulled out to cover all 16 cards. Okay, now it's time to see, because I can't see, once I've put my first piece down, I oftentimes can't see whether I'm going over or under. Well, I can see if I'm going under, but I can't see if I'm going over the card. And this is an example. There's my yoga card, and I went way over this way when I did the collaging. So that part of the feather is just going to disappear. I mean, while it's unfortunate, this is what I love about collage in a way, is that you don't ever really know what is going to happen to the image that you put down, or images that you put down. You don't know how they're going to work together, and what I thought was going to be a feather design isn't. And the top of the card is sticking out there. So I'm going to move these guys up a little bit. I'm going to take some of this cardstock here. I'm going to put that, and this is I think I showed this to you earlier on. The word has just escaped my brain. Index cards. My goodness. An index card. I think I'll just use my stick glue. I'll get that down. So now the front of this particular card is going to have some journaling space. That's okay. And then I found something quickly while I was looking through my stash, and I thought that could be quite cute, and I'll put that maybe down here. So we've got some journaling space up there, and this little guy down here. But before I do that, I'm going to get that coffee stained paper pasted down as a backing. Otherwise, this is a bit bulky. It's got some layers to it. It's going to create a bit of a problem. Let's put some of that glue. There we go. And I think again, just some stick glue. It's probably not a bad idea, just to get this backing down. And then I'll get a backing down for all of them. And let's see if I can be conservative, and maybe I can get more than one. Yes, I'll be able to get another one over here. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let me cut this one loose. Oh, let me get rid of some of the stickies. Get this one loose and paste it down, and then I will go off and get all of them pasted down. Once they dry, we can start putting some lines down onto our backing, and then our cards, our yoga cards, have been transformed and will be artists' trading cards. Oh, I've got some empty space down here as well. See, once you start cutting off and revealing the actual shape and size of the card, you might find places where you might want to add. Okay, I stupidly went and put everything away, but I can get it pasted down on the backing in the meantime, and then I'll have to go and I'll show you, once I've got the backing down, how I fix up some of my boo-boos. So 2 boo-boos. Well, not really boo-boos. They're more, what should we call them? Creative adventures. Yes, let's go with that. Okay, let me get the backings on the others, and I'll go and find something to fix up our creative adventure over here. I have cut off all the excess so that the backing, so that we just have the card with what's left of the collage, and I have put the coffee stain paper and glued that onto the back of all of our collage cards, our yoga cards. What I'm going to do now is just get a few lines onto the back, I'm going to use this really nice line stencil, which was something I just picked up on Amazon, and it's a pretty amazing stencil. I've used it so often. It's a bit of a time saver because I don't have to sit there and try and measure out my lines. So I've got this one, and then just one more, this one, and then I've got backing, coffee stain backing and lines on all of our cards. And then I had that card that I showed you earlier where I had to cut off the feather image. I found something to add to it because now it looks a bit boring, right? And it's a 3D element, and I just thought, I like the idea of the 3D elements. So here is that card that we talked about. It has its backing, it has its lines. I'm going to round off the corners again, give it a bit of a finished look. Okay, and then I put the note card, the journaling card up there, so there's going to be some nice journaling space. And then I'm going to put this little multi-layer embellishment down here, and then where I have a little spot where it wasn't covered, I'm just going to leave it. I think it adds a little vintage look, I think, maybe, right? All right, so there we go. That one is done. Let's go for the next one. This one, I also have it finished off at the back. Let's give it its rounded corners like this. And I think it doesn't maybe need a 3D element, but you know, a little bling never hurt. So let's color this brown in with a gold marker like that, and maybe just a little gold stitching. It's not really showing up, is it? But maybe if the light catches it like that. Okay, so that one is done as well. Here is this guy, and I definitely wanted to put something extra on here. It was super bland once I cut all the bits and pieces off, so I'm going to go with a butterfly at the top, like that, and maybe just this, because there's a flower, I can do the word bloom, the bottom here, and then I feel like it has these leaves maybe need a little something. What about if I got out my white uni ball, which I'm hoping is gonna work? It's okay, yes. Let's give the leaves something, and then that also adds a little bit of interest, right, to this card. And of course you can always come back and keep adding to your cards. Maybe you want to add another embellishment, maybe you want to add a word. They don't ever have to be finished. This guy, although the letter E is there, it's a bit hidden, doesn't really show up. And although, you know, I didn't have a specific, why is this sticking? Let's see if I can, maybe there's something inside. Second, you guys, I think there's something stuck in here. Maybe that'll work. Let's see if that works now. Okay, that works. Must have just been a piece of paper. Oh, it's sticking again. It's the card itself. Something, maybe the glue is still sticky on that one, so I'll have to do that corner later. But in the meantime, I thought maybe to add a 3D E would just give it that little bit of extra interest. And let's put something down on the leaves as well, like that. There we go, much better. Let's get the E down. I really love how these turned out. Oh wait, I forgot, this has a sticky that needs to come off. I realized that the hard way the last time when I thought I was sticking it down, and I didn't realize these had a backing that had to come off first. Alright, so down goes our letter E, like that. I've got too much glue. Alright, it's down. This, I have this little puzzle piece that I didn't use on a previous project that I thought, okay, perfect for this one. Get that done. Just maybe kind of like that. That works. And then the word possibilities is nice. I'll put that up here. And let's see if this one will allow me to do some corners. I'm crashing. Oh, maybe it's this paper. Yeah, you know, okay. I think this thicker paper is the problem. So I'm just going to eyeball it. Something like, yeah, that works. Where's that one that didn't want to work? This one. Let's just eyeball this one too. I think it's because there's so much. I really layered these. There's quite a lot of paper on it, and it's probably just a little too thick for my little punch. Might have. Okay, that works. And then just one more. We've got one more to go, and it's this one where we had the bottom white space. So let me get the glue out, and I think we'll just good old stick glue and get that down. Cut off some of the excess like we did with everything else. I cut the excess off. Like that. And there's a very definite line, so I think what I'd like to do here is maybe just put in a little gold. Maybe just, there we go. And if I'm lucky with this one, no, what is going on? Okay. Where's my scissors? Here it is. Some of them will allow me to do corners and others won't, and so I just do my own corners just like this. Okay. I think the other thing that I could have done with some of these is I could have come in with some stencils, and I actually did have some stencils ready on the side here, so maybe let's try that. I'll get rid of all these pins, get them out of the way, and let's see. I just don't know if there's enough space on here. This one, maybe this one. Maybe let's just do like this. So much you could do with these little collage projects, and you saw how small the little cards were, right? I mean, they're not huge cards. Oh, I like that. But yet we were able to do so much on each of them. Let's see. I don't know if I like that one, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna stop, guys. I think that these cards turned out beautifully. I can of course come in, and I think I will, just to, especially with the ones that have the lighter edges, do an edging on them, and they will then be done and ready to go into a journal. I have no space for them right now, but that's no excuse not to create, right? Creating doesn't need an excuse. Creating is just there for us to do because we wanna and we can, so we do. Okay, like that. Last one, and then I'll do a little reveal on each one, and they are done. Okay. Oh, sorry, I knocked you guys. That was my elbow this time. Okay, there we go for possibilities. Possibilities with a puzzle. And then this is more of a, who knows what that is, but with the little vintage advert from St. Louis. I don't know what this is dated up. I'm not sure what the date is on here. It doesn't say, but that's kind of cute. And then we have this little vintage piece that I think looks vintage to me, with the little polka dots. And the love floral extra journaling space. And then a little butterfly bloom. And lastly, our E for excellent. There they are, guys. I hope this was something that sparked some ideas for you, and that you will go and give it a try. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye.